now tuned in to Frankyrose's Crime Updates. Crime Updates. You are now tuned in to Frankyrose's Crime Updates. Crime Updates.
Let's switch to suspense. Let's switch to suspense.
You are now tuned in to Frankyrose's Crime Updates. Crime Updates. Crime Updates. You are now tuned in to Frankyrose's Crime Updates. Crime Updates.
Good day, friends. I hope you're doing well. It's Frankyrose. Welcome to my channel. So we've been over watching the weather, and it's looking a little bit spooky for the Florida side right now. So trying to keep up with that as well. So I wanted to say that I am a true crime junkie, and what we are about to discuss, watch, and listen to is just my own personal opinion. And you should always do your own research. Everything that we discuss is public knowledge, and we are just discussing my point of view. I am not a professional, and all of this is available on an easy Google search. So, now that I've covered my butt, how are you guys doing? It's been a little scary in Florida, right? Hey Molly, hey Hermit, and Bella, nice to see y'all. Absolutely. So I do have some information. It's not a lot of new stuff. It's all been with the last couple of days, which is new to me. I've been working on other cases. But, hi James. So, let's see what we got here. My dogs are WWFing. I am so sorry. So, let's see here. This lovely couple. So, boyfriend accused Debbie Collier's daughter of using his money to buy drugs. Oh, good Lord. The daughter of a Georgia woman found dead under mysterious circumstances earlier this month has a turbulent relationship with her boyfriend, a former amateur MMA fighter who allegedly wrote a threatening note warning his girlfriend and her family to stay away or he'd hurt them. This was in May 2021. So let's see. It says Fox News has obtained body camera footage. Let's check this out. No, not doing that. Close. I say no. So let's look at it this way. See if I can get it bigger. Large player. It's pretty out of shape for an MMA fighter. See here. Oh my goodness. What's going on with us? There we are. No. See, I've always got to have one something every single stream. Okay. Oh, what the hell? I have like the dogs fighting between my chair and my desk, and I can't find. This keeps changing out on me, doesn't it now? Choose your provider. What if it's not on there? Good Lord. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. It's no good. Always have to have something, hey? Okay, let's look at something else, see if we can... Oh, that was a head off my... Good Lord. Let's see here. It's coming. No, this is definitely interesting. This is the New York Post. And this is a letter, come on, that it was penned out. Have a nice day. Like your lying ass. Don't ever contact me again. If you or your family ever come near me again, I will hurt them. P.S. I am not stupid. Oh, there we are. What's going on here? What a bad. I seem to be having issues, don't I? Oh, talking about the daughter's rap sheet. She's been arrested for battery, been in jail for faking a drug test, and fighting with her boyfriends. Okay, let's see. What we got going here? I am having the worst luck right now. Okay, I'll just So, I don't know. If it's not the daughter, I will be shocked. And this guy. I think they both MMA what? Oh, there we go. This is the daughter. After arguing with her. I think she's not like an innocent victim here. Wow. This guy's huge compared to her. She's just a tiny... I have that jacket. Sorry. She's so tiny. When I've seen her standing next to husband, she's huge. He's huge. So I don't know what's going on here. Maybe it's got something to do with the weather, but it's like not cooperating. Let's try this one. Right? Talk about a sinister letter. Yeah, he's the furthest thing from nice. I would never do good with somebody like that. I'd probably end up dead because I'd want to beat the crap out of him. Okay, this is Fox News. Let's see if it goes okay.
Nancy Grace, host of Crime Stories and Fox Nation. Nancy, nice to see you. A couple more things here that we can get into. But just at first here, what do you think is going on? What happened?
I think that the death of Deborah Collier is not random. There's no way, I mean, think about it, Bill. If somebody was coming to burglarize or rob or even carjack her, they would, number one, if it's a burglar, leave immediately if they see somebody home, or kill them right there and get the hay out of there. Who goes to the trouble of taking her 60 miles away from Athens to Tallulah Falls at Tallulah Gorge and burning her body, carrying it down a ravine, trying to burn it, giving up halfway through. They've got a tarp, they've got a tote bag down there. They had to create a fire. That's what we call staging. And it tells me this is not random.
Okay, so 2 years ago, she posted a selfie of a black eye that she suffered. All right, and apparently she said she fell. And police, after an investigation, confirmed that those injuries are very likely the result of a fall. And the police say there's been never have they received a domestic call on behalf of police to their home. Now, have you looked at the husband? Has he been cooperating?
I think that the husband is cooperating, but I do know this. Sources near the family say the family feels like they are being eyed as suspects because their words, not mine, their phones were confiscated. And
Oh my God, here we go again. I don't know. I was really hoping the husband didn't have anything to do with this, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
they were interrogated. They may feel that way, but that's SOP, standard operating procedure. And when your loved one goes missing or is found murdered, the eye is on you because you're closest to them. I got another question, Bill Hemmer. Think about this. She sent that bizarre text to her daughter saying, they're not going to let me go. And the key to the house is under the flower pot. My last words to my children, God willing, are not going to be the keys under the flower pot. And if she was found without her cell phone, then from where did she send that text?
You see, a lot of people don't like her. Personally, I do. I mean, she's a little bit aggressive, yeah, but that was her job, and it is her personality. And she makes some damn good points. Like, I don't know.
Text, that very bizarre text, and she thought to Venmo her daughter $2,385 just with her dying movements and breath. None of that fits. I want to find out who bought that blue tarp. It's perfect for fingerprints. And I want to find out, did she drive herself there? Because the last time her husband saw her, that car was parked in their driveway Saturday morning when he says he went to work.
Okay, a few things here. Family phones confiscated by police, so there's going to be some evidence on there. The red tote bag, blue tarp, and remains of a fire near her corpse that you just mentioned there. And a van rented by Collier was found near the scene that you just discussed as well. However, this text message...
So we know the answers to this stuff, but, you know, it's still very interesting. Like, they were wondering where the hell this stuff came from. And, you know, when it comes to those gloves, I have a funny feeling that those are from, like, emergency services, from the hospital, ambulance, all those people that had to deal with the biohazard stuff. They look exactly like the ones that did at a hospital I worked in, and the ambulances had in. They're just a little bit thicker. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that.
You're wiring your daughter money. Apparently, she shared that account with her husband. This gets deeper and deeper, Nancy. You wonder if there's a third party involved here. Why would you do that? Would the daughter not know that the house key was beneath the flower pot to begin with? I think common sense says yes. I don't know where this leads investigators, but is it possible that she did not send that final text message from her own phone?
It's absolutely possible, and that's what I'm getting at. Remember Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie using her car, her gasoline, her credit cards, was coming all the way across the country on her cell phone going, hi, Granddad, blah, 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 trying to act like she was still alive? Now, I'm not pointing at any suspect, but what I am saying unequivocally is that I don't believe she sent that text. So who did? Who knew to send it to that daughter, Amanda? Who thought about the flower pot? Who would have that knowledge if it's even true? And why would they bother with a hoax of suggesting she's still alive? And another thing, who would park that rented vehicle that Deborah was using right there on the highway where anybody could see it, and then go all the way down the hill, start a fire, and try to burn her?
See, I just love her. And another thing.
Naked body. Where are her clothes?
Yeah, great
I wonder,
questions.
was she taken during the night?
Great questions, Nancy. Stay on the case. I know you will, and we'll see where we get in the coming days.
Thank you,
Hopefully
Bill.
somewhere. You bet. Nice to see you.
So, what do you guys think? Get rid of this. Over here. That's my take on it. Yep, and James, very rare to get a black eye from a fall unless you collide with something. Well, that's it. And just look at the way that is, like on her forehead, across her eye and down her cheek. Like, how do you fall like that? You don't. It's like, yeah, excuses. Yeah, maybe the stuff she went and got from the store was from a list from her husband. Right, Molly? I don't know. It's the husband or the kids, right? Somebody got her to go get her own stuff to eliminate her. You know, that's some sick thinking mind out there. Let's see what else we got here. I know I've got some interesting stuff. Like I say, some of it we've heard, but you know, like I said, I'm never one to discount old stuff because there's a lot of forget or miss. So where are we here? Yes. So Debbie Collier, 2021 Georgia body cam shows daughter's boyfriend accused of stealing cash to birth. All right, let's see. Oh no, not that. Not that.
I haven't recently, but she's still been taking money from my card. And that's the only reason we've had any contact, because every week she takes $500 or $600 from my check.
Okay, so this is the boyfriend or husband of Amanda Bearden. Okay, yeah. So I'm just curious about him. Let's watch him and see what he has to say. He's a loser.
Check. And I just don't see how that's right. And she goes and does dope with my money. Like, I've made over $30,000-$40,000 this year, and I'm completely broke because she spends it all on drugs. And my issue, there's clothes in the house that is mine.
So, could you tell me what happened when you came over here this morning?
I asked for my clothes, and she said I need to leave. So, and I just got back.
Right? Oh my God. Hi, you. It's good to see you. Has to be the boy. I think so too. Like, if it's not, I'm going to be so surprised. Yeah, it's kind of like a Jack and the Beanstalk kind of situation. Okay.
I haven't done anything wrong. That window's been broke. I just leave if she's not giving me my stuff. I really haven't. I mean,
We're just trying to figure out what's going on because, you know, for this early, because you've seen it this morning. So, I understand like stuff's been stolen or whatever, but
she's not ringing the doorbell. I just knocked on the door a couple times. I haven't done anything that they're saying. I mean, they've already made false charges before.
so y'all were talking through the door at each other.
Trying to. But I mean, if she wants me to leave, I'll leave. I didn't know.
All right, man.
Can I just go?
Just stand by with me so he can talk to her. What's your name?
Andrew. I just want to be done with her. I mean, she's been cheating on me. She's been doing drugs. I've never done any drugs in my life.
Have y'all had police involved before in y'all's business?
Yeah, and that's why I'm trying to get my money back, because we're not supposed to have contact, but she's taking $500 each check.
Why aren't y'all supposed to have contact?
Yeah, exactly. Why aren't you supposed to have contact? And if that's the case, it doesn't matter, clothes or not. Like, you gotta leave, buddy. Gotta go.
Andrew?
Because...
Is there like a court order?
I guess so. I don't know. I went to court a while back, but...
Did you get arrested?
I've been arrested before. Well, the last time I got arrested because they falsified whatever. I mean, her mom... Dude, I don't know what the issue is here. I don't know why I'm so unliked. This girl got hit by a car, and I'm taking care of her. I don't know what the problem is.
Let's get in the shade. Over here.
I would just like to... I mean, I work hard.
Where do you work at?
Williams-Sonoma.
Williams-Sonoma? Okay.
I just want to know why it's okay for her to...
Now I can't stop. Like, where the hell is that camera? Oh my God. Hi, Jen. Oh my goodness. No. So, yeah. 5'4", but look at how far he's looking up. Like, what the hell? Absolutely, spider senses are tingling. Oh, my
dog. Still $600 a week from me. And I can't do anything about it.
It's not okay. So, we're here now, so maybe we can help out.
Because last time I went to court, I mentioned that. And
what'd they say?
I mean, well, they pushed it back till another day. So, like,
how does she have access to your money?
Well, long story short, when we were together, my phone broke. Long story short, I mean, she's manipulated me into all the where she could have all my money, basically do whatever she wants to me, kick me out whenever she wants, basically just do whatever. And it's okay because I'm a man. There's nothing I can do about it, like, other than just let her do it or leave.
But how does she? I'm asking.
Well, long story short, I didn't have a phone because my phone broke. So this is the dumbest mistake I've ever. We linked our cards together so she can send herself money from my card. But so I mean, the first person to touch my money is her, and it's usually $500 or $600.
Where do you work? So how do you get paid through your job?
Well, I just recently switched it to a paper check, so she couldn't do that. And
okay, so you kind of took care of that problem.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still $3,000-$4,000 that.
You got to go to court for something like that. If she's not willing to give you the money back, you got to take her to court, a civil court. Because y'all live together, so it's a civil issue.
Well, we don't live together anymore.
Y'all did, though.
Okay.
So,
I'm just trying to figure out, because I've told her, like, hey, don't take any of my money. I'm staying at my grandma's, and then all of a sudden...
Okay, now what? What's it doing? Almost afraid to refresh it. Listen to those dogs. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, come on, don't do this. Understand why I even bother with YouTube Premium sometimes.
Living here?
I haven't recently, but she's still been taking money from my card. And that's the only reason we've had any contact, because every week she takes $500-$600 from my check. I just don't see how that's right. And she goes, with my money. Over $30,000-$40,000 this year. I'm completely broke because she spent it all on drugs. Clothes in the house that is mine. It's
What happened when you came over?
I asked for my clothes and she said I needed them. I've been window has been. Can I just leave if she's not gonna give me my stuff? I really haven't. I mean,
We're just trying to figure out what's going on because, you know, beating on somebody's door this early because you've seen it this morning. So, I understand like stuff's been stolen or whatever. But
she said to not ring the doorbell for the cat doesn't like it. I just knocked on the door a couple times. I haven't done anything that they're saying. I mean, they've already made false charges against me before.
so y'all were talking through the door at each other?
Trying to. But I mean, if she wants me to leave, I'll leave. I didn't know.
All right, man.
Stand,
Can I just go?
just stand by with me so he can talk to her. What's your name?
Andrew.
Andrew.
I just want to be done with her. I mean,
Have y'all
she's been cheating on me. She's been doing drugs. I've never done any drugs in my life.
have y'all had police involved before in y'all's business?
Yeah, and that's why I'm trying to get my money back because we're not supposed to have contact, but she's taking $500 each check.
Why aren't y'all supposed to have contact, Andrew?
Because
Is there like a court order?
I guess so. I don't know. I went to court a while back, but
Did you get arrested?
I've been arrested before. Well, the last time I got arrested was because they falsified whatever. I mean, her mom, dude, I don't know what the issue is here. I don't know why I'm so unliked. This girl got hit by a car, and I'm taking care of her. I don't know what the problem is.
Let's get in the shade. Over
I
here.
would just like to, I mean, I work hard.
Where do you work at?
Williams-Sonoma.
Williams-Sonoma. Okay.
I just want to know why it's okay for her to steal $600 a week from me, and I can't do anything about it.
It's not okay. So we're here now, so maybe
Because
we can
last time I
help
went
out.
to court, I mentioned that, and
What'd they say?
I mean, well, they pushed it back till another day. So like,
How does she have access to your money?
well, long story short, when we were together, my phone broke. Long story short, I mean, she's manipulated me into all the where she could have all my money, basically do whatever she wants to me, kick me out whenever she wants, you know, basically just do whatever. And it's okay because I'm a man. There's nothing I can do about it, like other than just let her do it or leave.
But how does she? I'm asking.
Well,
how
long
does
story
she?
short, I didn't have a phone
Uh-huh.
because my phone broke. So this is the dumbest mistake I've ever. We linked our cards together so she can send herself money from my card. But so I mean, the first person to touch my money is her, and it's usually $500 or $600.
Where do you work? So how do you get paid through your job?
Well, I just recently switched it to a paper check, so she couldn't do that, and
Okay. So you kind of took care of that problem.
yeah, but I mean, it's still $4,000 that.
You know you got to go to court for something like that. If she's not willing to give you the money back, you got to take her to court, a civil court, because y'all live together. So it's a civil issue.
But we don't live together anymore.
Y'all did though.
Okay.
So
I'm just trying to figure out because I've told her like, hey, don't take any of my money. I'm staying at my grandma's, and then all of a sudden.
It's frozen. Look at, like, how tall is this guy and what is that? Like, what the hell is that? Is that like, I don't know.
Living.
Recently, but from my card. And I really haven't. I mean, that's the only reason we've had any contact. Well, long story short, when we were together, my phone broke. Long story short, I mean, I didn't have a phone because my phone broke. So this is the dumbest mistake I've ever. We linked our cards together so she can send herself money from my card. But so, I mean, the first person to touch my money is her, and it's usually $500 or $600.
Where do you work? So how do you get paid through your job?
Well, I just recently still $4,000 that.
You know you got to go to court for something like that if she's not willing to give civil issue. Civil issue.
Well, we don't live together anymore.
Y'all did though.
Okay.
So
I'm just trying to figure out because I've told her like, hey, don't take any of my money. I'm staying at my grandma's. But
Stop. Enough of you. Okay, let's see what else is on there. So yeah, pretty interesting, eh? Like he did get into the thousands and this thousand and that thousand. What I'm kind of curious about now is 2,000 to 3,000. Like it's right the middle of that Venmo, right? I don't know. I just don't like this guy and his little girlfriend there. They're horrible. Okay, I think we've seen. Oh, it says Debbie Collier case, criminal profiler. Budding serial killer? What the hell? So is this going to be Eliza or is this going to be... Okay, no. I say no. It's a trick. Incident report. Okay. Debbie Collier murder. Georgia investigator executed. Search warrant at the daughter's house. Let's see here. Oh. Does that... That's usually like a sign of meth, right? Where they pick... I don't know. I don't want to accuse, but... Oh my. Amanda Bearden is seen outside her residence in Atlanta, Georgia, Friday, September 23rd. Her mother, Debbie Collier, was the victim of a brutal murder found on September 11th, 2022. Let me see here. I know, right? Look at him grinning. Yeah. I don't know. And she needs to put pants on. So that's them there. Andrew Tyler Gurich are seen outside their residence in Atlanta, Georgia on September 11th. Okay. I think we don't need to go through that, do we? Okay. Deputies found Collier stripped naked at the bottom of an embankment off a rural highway 60 miles from her home in Athens. She was lying on her back with a hand grasping at a tree, and she had charring on her abdomen. There was remnants of a fire nearby. And as well as a partially burnt blue tarp and a red tote bag. Her rented Chrysler Pacifica, which led police to her location, was abandoned alongside the road. Isn't that like bizarre? Like, here I am. So the Habersham County Sheriff's Office, which is leading the investigation into her murder, had not publicly identified any suspects or persons of interest as of Saturday. So Bearden, the daughter, who received cryptic Venmo Payment has a lengthy criminal, including domestic violence cases involving a string of men. Sorry, I'll look back here again. A string of men? A string of men. Very good then. Sorry. Bearden's daughter, okay, we got through that. Fox Digital reported Friday her current boyfriend, Andrew Gurich, 27, has pled guilty to numerous offenses against her, Bearden, in the past 3 years, and although she had a restraining order or an order of protection against him last fall, they appear to have reconciled and have been spotted together at her home this week. Yeah. On September 4th, 2021, Gerlich showed up on her doorstep in violation of the restraining order, according to police documents. Then Bearden called the police and complained that Gurich, whom she had broken up with, had kicked out, arrived at 8:30 a.m., beating on the door and yelling, according to the incident report. And he told that she'd been stealing his paychecks. Well, I don't think they can call it that, really, if they have a joint account. I don't think. So, let's see here. I'm going to pop over and see what you guys are doing. Destruction of a body, that's usually very personal. Yeah. You know, there is a guy, and he was in, where was he? Just outside of Calgary, Alberta. And he he was like off-putting and had this vendetta against a guy that just lived outside that city. And he went into their house. He had an acreage, and his parents had property. I think that's how it worked. So he went into these people's house, and in the middle of the night, he took them and their little grandson, took them out to a property, and I mean, I'm not going to get into it, but we're talking about meat hooks and burning bodies and, you know, very disturbing things that he did to all three of these kids. And there was a plane that happened to be surveying the land out there, and sadly got a picture of like the two grandparents and the grandson dead in diapers just outside of the house. And I tell you what, it still gives me the frickin' chills. It still gives me the frickin' chills. It's, you know, people are capable of so much, and it's so freaking disturbing. Them, and I don't know if you guys who know who Robert Picton is, but oh my. So yeah, that was just outside of Calgary, and how long ago? Maybe 5 or 6 years ago. So I'm sure it's documented all over the place. So let's see. Let's go here. So newly released video shows murdered Georgia mom Debbie Collier calmly shopping for a tarp and a poncho at a family dollar store just after she disappeared, and less than 24 hours before her naked and burned body was found in the ravine. So these are going to be pictures. Let's see. Video from the family dollar store in Clayton, Georgia shows her coming around 3 p.m. on Saturday, the day she disappeared. I think there's going to be a video as well. So, what's this? What is that thing? And she had her purse, which they said she'd only left with, what, her card and her phone or something? But she had her black purse. She's got like a red, like a canvas bag. She bought like all of those. Let's see here. Bought the rain poncho, refillable torch lighter, a 2-pack of paper towel, and a 7.5 by 9.5 tarp, and the reusable tote. And this is where she got it from. Habersham County Sheriff's Office confirmed she purchased by obtaining a receipt from the Family Dollar store in Clayton, Georgia. Debbie Collier, 59, was found naked and clutching a tree on September 11th, the day after she went shopping. What's going on? Ugh. Really?
This next-gen mosquito zapper is 7 times more effective than any other device on the market. It gets rid of
So they do say that she was in a good mood that day. When she came in, she didn't seem disturbed, didn't seem anything, just, another day. Yeah, she's just like another day, it looks like to me. Nothing unusual. Okay, check this out. I just gotta make sure that we're good to go. Okay. I'm gonna come in, check what you guys are doing. Okay, so are you talking about Picton, James? But because now if you think he's the worst, there's another one in Canada you should check up on. He'd be the worst in my brain. Check out Clifford Olson, and back in the 80s. Sounds like the hire car was meant to be found, so why set her on fire? Strange. Yeah, it does, right? It's pretty freaking odd, the whole thing. I don't know if the daughter, I have to find out a little bit more about this, because why did she get those items, and who did she get those items for? It was like a fairly brilliant idea. So, it's a good idea, but it's twisted and sick at the same time. You know what I mean? And I don't know why they would... in order to set someone on fire to make them get gone, it takes a long time. And it takes... oh, my word. It takes extremely... The guy that outside of Calgary, he did it in burn barrels. And he was able to, get them gone. But he did that for days and days and days. There's also, I know of quite a few stories, sadly, out of Canada that they have gone in that direction. And I just think I don't understand it. which is probably a good thing. I need to stop shopping in public cases, or in public in case someone offs me. Jeez. Right? Oh my God. The fact that she bought the stuff she found, it's so creepy. It's so creepy. And the only thing I can think of is somebody that was close to her saying, like I was gonna say about these kids, like if they were supposed to be leaving, kicked out or what have you, they could very easily say like, okay, like I need to keep my stuff safe. I don't want it to get wet, and I need a tarp, and paper towel can be anything. And the rope again, like could be used for moving. And those gloves, I really wonder if that wasn't left by like somebody that was involved in that case. It's what, and I don't mean him, I mean like somebody that was maybe from an ambulance or something like that. I've seen similar gloves at a hospital, and I've also seen accidents where those gloves have been left. And that's in Canada, but they're the same color, same kind of thing. Duct tape, lemon juice, Celine Dion, It is crazy. Like, yeah. Yep, that's right. Picton. Yeah, like I said, check out Clifford Olson. He's out of the same area. And he came out of Vancouver as well. Check him out. He's the one guy. When I started putting cases that I wanted to work on, I got only so far with Picton, and I literally had to stop. It was making me nauseous. And I've got a pretty high tolerance to bullshit as far as this stuff goes. Sadly, I've seen too much in real life. But Clifford Olson, yeah, ugh. Yeah, there's a text with the list or a paper in the purse. Okay. How close to the rehab? You know what? I wonder if this will tell us up here, because it wasn't far. I can't say exactly a number, but it wasn't far. That's why I carry a gun everywhere I go. Do you know what? I can't say I blame you. We're not allowed to in Canada. We're not allowed any kind of handguns. And the hunting guns, they can't be in the vehicle. They have to be stored outside the vehicle when you're moving them. Yeah, Clifford Olson. Absolutely. Okay, let's see here. I got more stuff. Yes. Okay, so let's see here. Left the house in a rented black Chrysler Pacifica because her truck had recently been in the garage. So Athens. Okay, so it's about 76 miles from where she was found ultimately. And so Athens is kind of in the corner, right, of Georgia and tip of North Carolina. And it's the 441 that goes to the 23. So officers found the unlocked car near an old logging road. So yeah, it looked like it was at the entrance of like a haul road or something. So this is where the shopping went on. Collier went into the Family Dollar store and bought items including poncho, tarp, and tote bag. And then back here again is where her body was found, yards away near a red tote bag and an uprooted tree. Yeah. Okay. This is Dad. This is her husband. She was a beautiful woman, and I loved her. A distraught Steve Collier said about his wife 11 days after her, after she was found in a ravine 60 miles from home. And the beautiful daughter, Amanda Burton's 36, leaves her home in Athens, Georgia on Friday, September 23rd. Police are yet to rule anyone out in the murder of her mother, Debbie Collier. So isn't that interesting? So far, that's the only person that they have said is any kind of, or that they have not ruled anyone out. Nuts. Oh, our MMA fighter, Amanda's live-in boyfriend, former MMA fighter, Andrew Gerlich, he has complained about being interrogated by the police. I've seen that, and how sick and twisted is that? Every family gets looked at immediately, as they should. Collier, 67, picked up his wife's black pickup from the repair shop she was driving. Rental at the time. Yeah, the black. See, look at how tiny she is compared to her... Compared to her boyfriend, or her husband, I'm sorry. Steve loved Debbie with all his heart. I know for a fact. I cannot imagine what he's going through right now. She's adorable, and he's like a big boy. And the child, pictured in an unrelated mugshot, called the police because her boyfriend, Andrew Gerlich, was banging on her door at 8:30 in the morning. There's no contact. Jeffrey Bearden said his mother's death was the darkest and most harrowing time in a statement released on. Yeah. Wow. Jeffrey Bearden. It is with the deepest sadness that I share my mother passed earlier this month. Thank you to those who have reached out and expressed love for my mother and family. Below is what I have to share at this time. So, at this time, I am writing to request respect and privacy during the darkest and most harrowing time for my family. I have been incredibly hurt and disturbed by some of the reporting and information shared regarding the investigation into my mother's death. I ask that all attention on the tragic story of my mother's death remain focused on aiding the police investigation. It is not appropriate to approach myself or my family at their homes or on our personal social media accounts. It is not appropriate to publish speculation about my family. There is no place for the court of public opinion in the pursuit of justice for my mother, and the speculation continues to be traumatic and hurtful for my family during the most difficult time we've experienced. I will never be able to fully articulate the loss of my mother and what she meant to me. She was my longest source of love, support, and encouragement. Oh, that's beautiful. My mother was a very vibrant and strong soul. She was a person who valued kindness, empathy, and understanding throughout her entire life. She went through life recognizing the beauty and grace of everything she saw and experienced around her. She enjoyed many aspects of life and knew that daily life was filled with joy and beauty. She spent her time enjoying and making art. She valued listening to, dancing, and singing along with her favorite music. My mother consumed herself with the holidays. Her focus remained on family and the value of being together over a home-cooked meal. Each year she would shower her family with the thoughtful gifts and gestures to remind you of her constant presence and awareness of you in her life and your value to her. Most importantly, she always loved, cared, and respected her family. My mother was persistent in her love throughout my entire life. Wow. And I will persist until she is given the justice she deserves. Oh my God, that's emotional, right? Let's see here. Let's see here. Molly, I get my gloves from the hospital and doctor visits don't judge. I grab a bunch in my bag. So bag they go. So it could have been the gloves from the hospital, but not from an EMT. Okay. Okay. The hell are you doing with them gloves? Oh, right. Oof, duh. Not yet. We don't know anything about that. Oh, yeah, right? If there's even an ounce of inhalation of smoke, I'm going to lose my shit with this world. Oh, right? Like, oh my God. That is like the sickest. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, and I hope they release her cause of death soon. I haven't been able to find it. If someone else has, just let me know. That was beautiful. Like, look at that. How do you bang this part of your eye? Like it's... I don't know. I've only had a black eye, like I say, maybe once. And I banged myself up here. And my... like everything went pitch blacky, purpley colors. So I don't know how you do this. I don't know. And such a good soul, right? 2020, Debbie posted these horrific photos of a black eye on Facebook. She told friends that she'd face planted on the sidewalk. I don't know. I don't know about that. So we basically have just gone through, let's see here. Yeah, back over here. Collier leaves the store at 3:09. Investigators confirm the purchase by getting a copy of the receipt. 8 minutes after leaving the store, her daughter, Amanda Bearden, said she received a mysterious message along with nearly 20, I can't remember the exact number, but it was like not even. It was like a weird number. So, yeah. So in the video, the victim appears to be calm and not a fear of anything, said the department. All the video footage obtained from the store and surrounding businesses reflect the victim was alone in the van at the time she visited the store. So now, I've also heard that it would be hard for people to tell because of the tinted... No. Always got to pop in, right? That's Jazzy. She's wanting, like, one of those treat things. So, let's see here. No, get down. The mention of the van is a reference to the black Chrysler Pacific that Mom rented from Enterprise because her vehicle was in the repair shop. The minivan was discovered the next day at an entrance to a densely wooded area off Route 15, close to scenic Tallulah Falls, 60 miles north of where she lived with her husband in Athens, Georgia. Her mother, This information allows investigators to narrow the time of death to a window beginning at 3:09 p.m. on Saturday, September 10th, to the discovery of her body September 11th at 12:44. It's a baffling and horrific case. Sheriff's Office also revealed that Collier's daughter, Beard 36, was not at the store, as they had been told originally. I want to know, I still wonder if she was in that van. Do you know what? If not, I mean, could they have just literally been in a vehicle in the area waiting for her to pull out? Yes, 2,385 is what, not, like, what? And then, yes, the message that went with that BMO said, "They are not going to let me go. Love you. There is a key in the house in a blue flower pot by the door." I don't know, guys. And come see what you guys think. Like, what the hell, eh? Oh, very good question. See, look at all you guys. I really hope so. I really hope so. Exactly what I thought, Molly. Exactly. Oh, I finally heard someone besides me say you effed out. Yeah, good question. So, I mean, there's a couple reasons why you would clutch a tree that I can think of off the top of my head. But I mean, I'm not a professional, right? This is just, I've watched probably too much. I watched too much CSI Miami, and but I did see on one video, and I can't remember who they were talking to, but it was some kind of professional that said that it could possibly be from rigor, that's a possibility. And I would really hope that that is the case, because the other one makes me worry about what was happening with her when that fire started. And why was her car in the repair shop? I think she had an accident like the week before or something along those lines. And I think they were questioning that as well. Ellie is sure it's her in the video because she looks different from Jennifer McCarthy. Identity theft. Or she was a spy, they make her. Okay, sure, this is her in the video because she looks a little like Jennifer McCarthy, is identity theft. Or that one where she is a spy. Make it right. Okay, there you go. Is it a? Okay. Okay. I'm not a sports fan, so. Okay, we have seen all those. Yeah, so I don't know, but I have heard that, yeah, football is pretty big in the U.S. This poor family. So we have looked at this stuff. So we'll just say, get it there. So yeah, okay. I'll be interested. I mean, it's been a while, so hopefully they release that cause of death soon. Yeah, and that's her daughter. Yes. Yep. I'm biting my tongue. I'm not good at that. Yeah, it's her monster daughter. Right? Is it possible that her daughter put a wig on or a visor to pretend to be her? Do you know what? I think the mother was smaller than her. I'm pretty sure. Do you know what? I have to find out about that, Molly. I wonder why the accident happened. Was it a brake issue or something like that? You see, I don't have the answer for that. Things are coming out, but not as fast as I'd like. But I'll see while we're going through this if I can find anything out about that. I've got this to look at yet. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you very much, very much. Okay. Looked at a lot of this. Debbie Collier is seen entering the family dollar store. We've seen this. Okay, there's the daughter. Let's see what they have to say here. So, let's look. Georgia investigators released surveillance photo or video showing that what may have happened to office manager Debbie Collier's last appearance in public before her brutal killing. Earlier this month, the video shows Collier entering the Family Dollar store in Clayton around 2:55 September 10th, wearing a University of Georgia football jersey, shorts, and a red visor, while carrying a black purse. Okay, so that's I get it. It was game day at Athens, and the Bulldogs were scheduled to kick off at 4 p.m. hosting Samford, who they eventually routed 33-0. Okay. However, Collier may not have been alive by the end of the game. So, isn't that something? So this was done when a lot of people, like you said, like, okay, I'm coming back here where you are. I'm sorry about my dogs. Ugh. I'm coming. Let's see, you guys always. I'm a football fan, but NFL Steelers. I know nothing. Literally, I know nothing. But Canada's hockey, right? We do the hockey thing. Do you know what? Jan, Molly, do you think they have tried before? Do you know what? I think so. I think that might have been what the car thing was about. And that might be how she hurt her back. You're funny though. Molly, is William Perry still playing for the Bears? See, I don't know that. Molly, do you know? Let's see here. Not sure. I'm just starting this case. Everything I know about I'm learning in these videos. So, yeah, like everything is so possible. Is that a tattoo on her calf coming in the door at the store? Okay, let's go see. No. Okay. So in the video, are you thinking? Is that a tattoo on her? Oh, there you go. Oh, sorry, mute. Okay, I think she stopped. So, that's a really good question. Any video of the daughter with that purse? Okay. Go Red Wings. Yes. Do you know what? Detroit, right? My ex-husband, like, that was his thing, the Detroit Red Wings. And this, hello, my friend. I'm looking. Yeah, she will be so on this. Okay. William Perry was called a refrigerator, famous in the 80s. Huh. Oh, snap. Where? Where? Oh, my dog, I'm sorry. Where should I go? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So where, who, is there a raid? The daughter's house? Like, where do you want me to look? Typing, typing. Oh, nice, my friend. Nice. So, am I looking for a raid? Thank you so much, James. Okay. I just sent you the link. I'm so on it. Okay. Oh, what am I doing, guys? I'm gonna get off here. And looking. Is that it? Let me see here. Sorry, guys. Okay. Oh, okay, there we are. Thank you very much, Mexi Taxi. So, let's see here. Georgia police have not yet publicly identified any suspects in the search for whoever killed Debbie Collier, 59, a real estate office manager who was found naked, burned, and dumped at the bottom of a hill in the woods a day after her family reported her missing this month. Okay, let's see here. Is this the one? Did we go through this? I can't remember now.
Nancy Grace, host of Crime Stories and Fox Nation. Nancy, nice to see you. A couple more things here that we can get into, but just at first blush here, what is going on here? What happened?
I think that the death of Deborah Collier is not random. There's no way, I mean, think about it, Bill. If somebody was coming in to burglarize or rob or even carjack her, they would, number one, if it's a burglar, leave immediately if they see somebody home, or kill them right there and get the hay out of there. Who goes to the trouble of taking her 60 miles away from Athens to Tallulah Falls at Tallulah Gorge and burning her body, carrying it down a ravine, trying to burn it, giving up halfway through? They've got a tarp, they've got a tote bag down there. They had to create a fire That's what we call staging. And it tells me this is not random.
Okay, so 2 years ago, she posted a selfie of a black eye that she suffered. All right, and apparently she said she fell. And police, after an investigation, confirmed that those injuries are very likely the result of a fall. And the police say never have they received a domestic call on behalf of police to their home. Now, have you looked at the husband? Has he been cooperating?
So, I don't know. Let's go back there. I heard that they were fighting, or heard fighting, neighbors almost every evening and on most weekends. And this is, I can't confirm this, it's just something that I've heard. And usually when this fighting happened, it was during a visit with her daughter. So I can't say absolutely, but sounds about right to me. I don't think they got along very well.
I think that the husband is cooperating, but I do know this. Sources near the family say the family feels like they are being eyed as suspects because their words, not mine, their phones were confiscated and they were interrogated. They may feel that way, but that's SOP, standard operating procedure. And when your loved one goes missing or is found murdered, the eye is on you because you're closest to them. I got another question, Bill Hemmer. Think about this. She sent that bizarre text to her daughter saying, they're not going to let me go. And the key to the house is under the flower pot. My last words to my children, God willing, are not going to be the keys under the flower pot. And if she was found without her cell phone, then from where did she send that text, that very bizarre text? And she thought to Venmo her daughter $2,385 just with her dying movements and breath. None of that fits. I want to find out who bought that blue tarp. It's perfect for fingerprints. And I want to find out, did she drive herself there? Because the last time her husband saw her, that car was parked in their driveway Saturday morning when he says he went to work.
Okay, a few things.
So I know we have gone through this. Hold on here. I know we've gone through this. But let's go through it again. Everyone wasn't here by then. So I don't know. I find it interesting.
Things here. Family phones confiscated by police, so there's going to be some evidence on there. The red tote bag, blue tarp, and remains of a fire near her corpse that you just mentioned there. And a van rented by Collier was found near the scene that you just discussed as well. However, this text message, you're wiring your daughter money. Apparently, she shared that account with her husband. This gets deeper and deeper, Nancy. You wonder if there's a third party involved here. Why would you do that? Would the daughter not know that the house key was beneath the flower pot to begin with? I think common sense says yes. I don't know where this leads investigators, but is it possible that she did not send that final text message from her own phone?
It's absolutely possible. That's what I'm getting at. Remember Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie using her car, her gasoline, her credit cards, was coming all the way across the country on her cell phone going, hi, Granddad, blah, 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 trying to act like she was still alive. Now, I'm not pointing at any suspect, but what I am saying unequivocally is that I don't believe she sent that text. So who did? Who knew to send it to that daughter, Amanda? Who thought about the flower pot? Who would have that knowledge if it's even true? And why would they bother with the hoax of suggesting she's still alive? And another thing, who would park that?
And another thing, damn, she cracks me up. So, you know what? Thanks for coming, Mississippi Granny. Nice to see you. I agree with you on this. Sadly, I think you're right. And that comes back basically to someone who would know her in my mind, right? Unreal.
rented vehicle that Deborah was using right there on the highway where anybody could see it, and then go all the way down the hill, start a fire, and try to burn.
Yeah,
I wonder what she can bring tonight.
Great question, Nancy. Stay on the case. I know you will. We'll see where we get in the coming days.
Thank you,
Hopefully somewhere. You bet. Nice to see you.
So I've been muted that whole time, hey? So sorry. Leave it to me. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, let's check this out.
The suspicious death of Debbie Collier has gained international attention as Habersham County investigators continue to work to find whoever is responsible.
This after the body of the 59-year-old was taken to the GBI medical examiner's office for an autopsy. Fox 5's Eric Perry has followed the story. He joins us from the live desk with the latest. Eric?
Yeah, Courtney, Tom, today marks exactly 2 weeks since the 59-year-old was reportedly last seen alive by her husband. Investigators say they need the public's help in piecing together clues as to who could be responsible.
The Habersham County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigations Division has executed several search warrants at locations directly tied to the victim and have conducted preliminary interviews of those closest to the victim.
How and why the body of Debbie Collier ended up in a remote wooded area over 50 miles away from her home remains a mystery. The 59-year-old was reported missing September 10th to the Athens-Clarke County Police Department. The next day, September 11th, a Sirius XM service pinged the location to her van. Chief Deputy Murray Kogat of the Habersham County Sheriff's Office released this recorded message as the story continues to gain international attention.
And that the last communication from the missing person was a transfer to the daughter of $2,385 with a text message tied to the Venmo transfer stating, "They won't let me go. There is a key to the house underneath the flower pot."
Kogat says K-9 units were brought in to search the heavily wooded area.
The search resulted in the locating of a red tote bag, a partially burnt blue in color tarp, and eventually the victim's partially nude and burnt body grasping a small tree down a ravine.
It's been nearly 2 weeks since her disappearance and the grim discovery, and still no word on a motive, suspect description, or any answers. Fox 5 reached out to the FBI, who sent this statement saying, quote, "FBI Atlanta is aware of the case. At this time, the matter is being investigated by local authorities." The GBI had this to say, quote, "The GBI Medical Examiner's Office is conducting the autopsy, but those results will be handed to Habersham County as we are not involved in the investigation."
At this time, there is no evidence to suggest or support that this incident was related to a kidnapping or that this was a suicide.
Still a lot of unanswered questions. The sheriff's office says the belongings collected at the scene were also sent to the GBI crime lab. I asked the Habersham County Sheriff's Office if they plan to bring in other agencies like the GBI or the FBI, but they would not comment on that. At the live desk, I'm Eric Perry, Fox 5 News.
Let's see what this is. Sometimes when I pop in here, I find some interesting stories that we haven't heard. You know, just little tidbits, it seems. Let's see what this is.
A newly released police report is now revealing.
So, what do you guys think? Do you like it when I do these little, like clips? I find them informative. What do you guys think?
Chilling new details after a missing Athens mom was found dead in North Georgia.
Debbie Collier's body was discovered in a wooded area near Tallulah Falls the day after she went missing. A police report indicates her car was actually spotted there a day before she was found. Tonight, law enforcement is working to crack this case, and Joe Ripley is walking us through some of the new evidence uncovered in the police report.
Deborah Collier was originally reported missing back on September 10th in Athens-Clarke County. It was 60 miles away here in Habersham County, where her body was found burned. Now the sheriff's office is investigating her death. It remains a mystery who killed 59-year-old Debbie Collier and left her body in the woods off a rural Georgia highway. Only a stuffed bear, some flowers, and pieces of crime tape remained at the scene today. This morning, 11 Alive obtained a police report offering new details showing Athens-Clarke County Police working with Habersham County investigators on September 11th to find Collier's rented minivan, which had been pinged using satellite radio. The report says the vehicle Police officer stated he saw the same vehicle there the day before around 5 p.m. The report states soon after the van was found, Collier's daughter later showed up to the scene emotional, begging for answers in her mother's disappearance. According to the report, she told investigators her mother did not have any history of mental health issues and denied any suicidal tendencies. She also stated that her mom had a bad back and couldn't have walked far. The report indicates investigators saw a red tote bag near an uprooted tree in the woods off Georgia Highway 15, along with what they believe were the remains of a fire. They also discovered a burnt blue tarp and a naked woman's body. She was lying on her back and her abdomen appeared to be charred. That woman was later identified as Collier. The day the Athens mother and realty office manager went missing, her daughter told police that her mother sent nearly $2,400 to her through Venmo, along with a message saying, "They are not going to let me go. Love you." Her daughter told police Collier had left home with only her driver's license and debit card. The sheriff's office told me to expect new details in the case this week. In Habersham County, Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.
So if I tune right out like that, it's because my dogs are going bonkers. I'll type. So, yeah. I think the vehicle was meant to be found, and she was meant to be found. I don't think that this was a situation where it was a stranger. And you do see quite often that they want them to be found. See if I can. Oh, look at guys, CJ. Go subscribe to CJ. Collier. What's this here? Really? Come on. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, come on. What the hell, guys? This is just fast, but okay, make sure everything's. Fox News is awesome.
We sleep with stuff in front of our back door and our front door because we didn't have anything to do with this, so we're a little scared ourselves.
No.
We had nothing to do with this, so we're just
I
trying to
know.
protect
I bet.
ourselves at this point.
So that was it. That was it. I'll see if there's any more with him talking. Or the daughter. Let's see here. Huh. Okay, well. So the only other thing that I'd be interested, does anybody know if there is a, what was that FBI raid? I don't know. If there was, I'll do my best to find it. I think we'll take a peek at this. Okay, I'm going to put this one on, but we might have seen it.
International National attention as Habersham County investigators continue to work to find whoever is responsible.
This after the body of the 59-year-old was taken to the GBI medical examiner's office for an autopsy. Fox 5's Eric Perry has followed the story. He joins us from the live desk with the latest. Eric?
Yeah, Courtney, Tom, today marks exactly 2 weeks since the 59-year-old was reportedly last seen alive by her husband. Investigators say they need the public's help in piecing together clues as to who could be responsible.
The Habersham County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigations Division has executed several search warrants at locations directly tied to the victim and have conducted preliminary interviews of those closest to the victim.
How and why the body of Debbie Collier ended up in a remote wooded area over 50 miles away from her home remains a mystery. The 59-year-old was reported missing September 10th to the Athens-Clarke County Police Department. The next day, September 11th, a Sirius XM service pinged the location to her van. Chief Deputy Murray Kogat of the Habersham County Sheriff's Office released this recorded message as the story continues to gain international attention.
And that the last communication from the missing person was a transfer to the daughter of $2,385 with a text message tied to the Venmo transfer stating, "They won't let me go. There is a key to the house underneath the flower pot."
Kogat says K9 units were brought in to search the heavily wooded area.
The search resulted in the locating of a red tote bag, a partially burnt blue and color tarp, and eventually the victim's partially nude and burnt body grasping a small tree down a ravine.
It's been nearly 2 weeks since her disappearance and the grim discovery, and still no word on a motive, suspect description, or any answers. Fox 5 reached out to the FBI, who sent this statement saying, quote, "FBI Atlanta is aware of the case. At this time, the matter is being investigated by local authorities." The GBI had this to say, quote, "The GBI Medical Examiner's Office is conducting the autopsy, but those results will be handed to Habersham County as we are not involved in the investigation."
At this time, there is no evidence to suggest or support that this incident was related to a kidnapping or that this was a suicide.
Still a lot of unanswered questions. The sheriff's office says the belongings collected at the scene were also sent to the GBI crime lab. I asked the Habersham County Sheriff's Office if they plan to bring in other agencies like the GBI or the FBI, but they would not comment on that. At the live.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm back. Oh, yes. Rental. Okay, so Molly, right? Even if you're killing someone, you love them, but you don't want to left. Well, and that's what I think. You know, that's exactly what I think. This was done so sloppy that, I mean, it's not someone who's like used to doing these things. It's somebody who I believe had a grudge, and yeah, I think they wanted her to be found the way she was found, and probably the sooner the better, because yes, I can't remember who said it. He wanted to degrade her, or they did, right? They wanted her to be shamed. Yeah, like, and oh my God, what goes through people's heads, right? Or he wanted her to be ashamed, wanted her, yeah? Wanted her burned, feel of two people. I agree. So I want to get this right. She was found on her stomach. I think she was found on her back. Yeah, and only her abdomen was burned, Mexi. And one hand, it sounds like, was kind of clutched to a tree. Yeah, you know what? I can't disagree with you. Oh, I know. Molly, I hope she wasn't tortured. Yes. FBI raid was your dog. Oh. that's about it too. Oh my goodness. They honestly think they own the street. And anyone even we don't live in a very populated area in the middle of the mountains. So if they see somebody on the street that is not wildlife, not deer or something along those lines, yeah, they don't like it. And if the deer will come right up to my house and like look through the windows. Actually, I've had a black bear do the same thing. Just came up and kind of looked through like the side of the doors were glass at that time. And yeah, just came up. And I've had a cougar once in the yard. Didn't see it, but I put my lab's footprint against that cougar's footprint, and oh my word, her foot was literally like not even one pad of that cat's. It's like, oh my goodness. But yeah, no, the dogs will definitely give me notice. They're my FBI, absolutely. Yeah, they had a warrant, Molly, and they went and searched the house. Yeah. Mexie, if that's where she died, why wouldn't you turn her over after burning the abdomen? Just screams a different crime scene. Yeah, right? I'm really confused. The one comment kind of made sense to me, but it also sounds like another thing that she was possibly tied to that tree. So, yeah, how would she end up clutching the tree? I know. Ugh. The boyfriend and the daughter, I'm sure, like, what the hell? I'm sure the daughter has some shady friends that could have helped her do it. Absolutely. I don't know. I think it was them. I really, really do. She got no friends. The mom or the kid? What's the location where she was found? I want to look something up. Okay, we'll see. They won't let me go. Even the message came from the murderers revealing. Absolutely, James. Right? Yeah, 100%. That's the daughter's vibe coming through. That's my thoughts. The nudity and burn was the boyfriend. I can see that too. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Special kind of evil to desecrate a body. Right, James? Yeah. One that deserves the needle. You know, we don't have the death penalty in Canada either. They get put, like we were talking about Clifford Olson. He was back in the 80s. He might even be dead now, but usually life here is 25 years. And how can I put this? I don't disagree with the death penalty. I agree with it in a lot of cases. As long as it's like 100% that person. Because some of them, yeah, they should never, like people who have kids and stuff, like, yeah, they need to be gone. You know. Bring old Sparky. So when in Florida, when Ted Bundy was executed, I was keeping track of all that stuff, and people were literally like, they were lined up around the prison the night before with all these like burn Bundy signs. And there's one guy, I'll never forget it. It was like, turn off your lights, save your electricity for Bundy. It was like, oh my God. And yeah, all the cheers afterwards, it was like, whoa. He needed to go. But he's also one, I actually briefly met the surviving one, Kathy. She was one from the sorority house. And, oh man, she's a strong freaking woman. If I remember correctly, she was putting out a book. So that is one I would absolutely buy. I mean, I've looked up everything on Bundy and, you know, all those guys. Let's see here. My dog is the same. We're out in the country on dirt road. and my dog thinks that nobody is. That's exactly right. Deer would be fine. Wouldn't fancy a moose in the garden, though. Oh, no, you don't want one of them to come get you. No, you're right. Or I let my dog in the backyard once, and the wind had knocked the camera out, so I didn't see out there. She went out, and oh my God, like this doe, it was a great big one, charged my dog. It was like, and you have to be really careful, in the spring, summer, because all the babies are out there. So you have to be really careful with the wildlife. This is their home. Willie Picton could be released one day. Well, and that's the thing. He won't be, though. He'll sit in that prison forever. But, yeah, he can start asking to get out after 25 years. Like, yeah, let me out of here. I've been good. Yeah, Karla Hamulka. Now, isn't that a nasty little girl, right? I remember with her, it was found out, one of her daughters, probably both, they were going to private schools. She is not suffering. She lived in the Bahamas for quite a while, and then, I don't know if she's in Quebec or where she is, but I'd heard that for a while. She should, even though they said that, give information and you'll be out, blah, 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 blah. Well, as soon as those videos were found, that should have absolutely squashed anything that had to do with her being released. She was so active in those crimes. Yeah. And like I was going to say, she had her girls in that private school, and she was volunteering. And someone in Canada, I don't know who, found out and lost it. It's like, and she had to stop. She shouldn't be around little kids. Before they discovered Collier's body, the police happened upon a blue tarp too. It was partially burned, the report indicates. Right? Okay. You betcha. They were able to immediately identify her as, yeah, okay. Oh, frick, I laughed. I mean, how can you? And it was all over the news. It was like, I couldn't help but laugh. It was like, oh my God. I mean, yeah. I'm reading a news report where it sounds like things were spread apart. Oh, seriously? Okay. I thought maybe they were kind of together. It almost sounds to me, I don't know, tell me what you guys think, that something happened somewhere else and she was brought there to be disposed of. That's my thoughts. The paper towel, like, that really confuses me. I know it was there, but I just don't know why. And, like, a camping lighter? Oh, my word. This is where I start to think that an addicted person not in their right mind is maybe getting involved because, yeah, it's unreal. Mexi, nearby police spotted the remnants of the fire, according to the report, which further notes Collier's remains were apparently burned with what appeared to be charring with her right? Exactly. So, I mean, really not professionally done. Yeah, so, I mean, okay, there you go, Molly. Mexi, I think it was Highway 441 in Victory Home Lane. Thanks, Molly. No. Yes, Bundy never really accepted responsibility, blamed porn for him becoming... He did, right? That's exactly the thing. That's exactly the thing. I find that a lot of these guys, they're brilliant in some aspect, but they're like all kinds of crazy. Like Picton, I will give an example. This is an example, I guess. He was loaded. He had a shit ton of money. He had land, and he paid for his friends. He wanted one more kill, so it would be, I can't remember, like an even 50 or something. But yeah, neither one really accepted responsibility, for what they have done. And I think that's a good question. Why just the abdomen? Right? Is that just where they started? I don't know. And yeah, just like, oh shit, this doesn't work. I don't know. Maybe he realized skin wasn't going to burn once the paper burned. That's kind of what I'm wondering, right? Exactly. Okay, I think. Let's see here. Too. So I found Debbie's Facebook page, and it's totally pictures of her grandbabies, and really looks like, yeah, family lady. Who is Debbie Collier? Did we watch it with, I think we did. Have I explained?
So when we start talking about your tornado safety place, bar none, the best place is someplace underground. Now, a lot of people don't have that, so what's the next best plan? Well, you want to be able to go and put as many walls between you and the outside walls.
Okay. I can't remember right now. We've looked at so many different ones. Oh, okay.
The suspicious death of Debbie Collier has gained international attention as Habersham County investigators continue to work to find.
Okay, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Let's put this up. We're getting little tidbits, but okay, we've watched that. We've watched that. Okay. Huh. Okay, well, do you know what? I think we're done for now. I think we've covered everything up till now. Yeah, I think we're good to go, guys. Let me check up here. Okay, no. I don't want to do that. I'm done with that. I'll refresh this. Okay, I'm going to look at this. Yeah, no, you know what? I think we're good. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Right? Oh my God, that man was frickin' huge. And you know, everybody really liked him. If I remember correctly, he liked hanging out with cops. He really quite liked them, and I think it had more to do, like not as much to do as everyone would think about wanting to keep up with what they know about him. I just think the guy liked cops. For whatever reason. And yeah, I've watched quite a bit on him, and yeah, IQ above 140. Exactly. Do you remember when that one officer says he got out of his car, and he got out of his car, and he got out of his car? Yeah, 6'10". Yeah, huge. Let's see here. Or his daughter. Do you know what? I kind of wondered about that too, Jen. Like, is there something going on with yeah, that's just another level of being twisted, right? But yeah. He's one scary guy. Are we talking about Edmund Kemper right now? Yeah. But you know what? I think he'd be safe for most people. I really do. I think that he had mummy issues. Yes, absolutely. Good point. Yeah. DNA is another. Absolutely. I don't think so. No COD yet. Yeah. I've been checking the whole time we've been on here, and I'm not finding anything along those lines. And it's been long enough where they should know. All these people getting abducted, I can't even get a text. Oh my God. Or pure amateur overkill. You see, what do you think about that? Like, that's almost what it seems like to me. It seems like someone, well, first off, they were broke. So, I mean, may as well throw that in with whatever reasons they had in their twisted little brains as to what was going on. Why don't I'm going to do this while we're talking. Okay. We might as well. Let's do this while we're chit-chatting. There we are. Yeah, overkill. Absolutely. Absolutely. And don't they say, as far as if it's a person, like kind of a revenge thing or an anger thing, aren't they most likely to do, like you say, like an overkill type crime and lose their shit? Like, it's an emotional thing, not a I need to do this thing. Like, this guy, I think, is just like pissed off junkie, straight up. Yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't give a percentage of burn area like they do other victims. That's a very, very good point, right? From the photos, unless they're not showing it all of them, she was definitely hurt someplace. That's what I think. That's exactly what I think. Yeah. Oh God. Sorry. Look how pretty it is. Let's see here. And yeah, she posted this on Facebook. It's on her Facebook page, this picture. Oh, that guy isn't very big at all. Like, you were serious when you gave that. Not at all. So, from my understanding, this is also the parents' house. Let's see what you guys are saying. I don't think there was a campfire, Jen. I think there was, like, they tried to dispose of her. That's what I think. I don't think it was... It looked like almost like, yeah, they tried to burn her in the one spot and then possibly drug up to that tree and tied to it. That's what I heard at one point, that she was tied to that tree. But of course... I mean, the rope was burnt, so she was near fire, I believe, at one point when she was still breathing. That article I was reading sure made it sound like it. I'm only 5'3", 6'10" is a giant, right? Yeah. My dad is 6'6", and my younger brother is 6'4", and I'm like 5'6". I remember getting in trouble when I was a kid, and it was like you look up and you look up and you look up, and it's like, okay. Famous picture of Ed Kemper with two cops standing under his outreached arm. Yes. Right? Because if she has 20% of burn and a gunshot wound to the skull, I've never heard of it. That's the first I've heard of a gunshot. Is that a possibility? Right? Yeah. They said that there was DNA there, so I'm not sure. I don't know. I'd like to know if one of them had any wounds to their hands. Doesn't it? I agree, James. That bruise definitely looks like it's from a punch. Oh, absolutely. I agree. I agree. Right? Well, I don't know, kind of a scrape. I just don't know how you would do that. How do you do that? The only thing I can think of looks to me like somebody might have drug her. You know what I mean? Like drug her through a carpet or drug her through something. And, you know, possibly more than just one point of injury, maybe? I don't know. And look at how big the daughter is, right? And I don't know, you got Mr. MMA or whatever the frick over there. You got 2 against 1 over this tiny little bubbly girl. Yeah. This is funny, oh my God. I wonder, I'm going to save this because that just might be something that I want. Yeah, look at how pregnant she is. Holy. Her mom walking in. So were we talking about a tattoo, looking for a tattoo at one point? Oh my goodness. He has to just run and jump into that Honda. Yeah, right? Probably discovered it's not easy to burn a body. Well, that's kind of my thoughts, you know? That's kind of my thoughts. Like, this wasn't done by a mastermind. Look at that big purse. Yeah, right? Like, first off, why did the daughter see her and know where she was? And why did she think she just had the phone and a card? Like, even the description of her is incorrect. Everything I've heard only comes across, describes her grasping, clutching. Right. That is the only thing that makes me think she was still alive when right? Yeah. A punch from that troll wouldn't hurt. Youngest boy is 17 and 6'5". Oh my good word, you have a large child. Yep. Please don't be bad. Or pushed her down. Yeah, I think that he's probably, yeah. I think, yeah, I just think he has mental issues all on his own. I mean, doesn't mean I'm right. But I think he's got his own type of problems. That's kind of what it looks like, or gravel, right? Right. If I knew how to make those, I probably would. Officer Hightower. Right. That's the thing, right? Oh my goodness. You know, and the last person you really would ever think about would be your child coming at you like that. I mean, it wouldn't matter how aggressive, it wouldn't matter, you know, like it's just, you would never expect your child to come at you. This must be where she was found. There's that. Like, I could see it being concrete or like a rug burn, possibly. I don't know. It's just weird. Yeah. And she just looks like the happiest little soul. Like, oh my God, people. Isn't that something? And that's just not cool. And there's that. I don't know if this guy's hooked on there or not. Like, is that literally where it was? I don't know that for sure. Officer Hightower. Smiley. Other people have said, but I'd love to know what the hell's in there. I'm sure we've got the full list. I'm sure that's it, but yeah, look at that. Yep. Some people break out, so I don't know for sure, and I really never been around someone who, that's not true, but I've never been around someone who's actively participating in this addiction. So I don't, I know a lot of people say it's meth, so I don't know. I can't answer that. I don't know. And she just looks like, she should have fairy wings. She's just like that chipper little, and that guy's just like, yep. And this is where things are on video. Is she wearing like a mask? I can't tell. Here's your purse. So what's this? What's this thing? I can't tell if she has anything in that hand. We've gone through that. Ugh. Okay, yeah, he is hooked on right there. Right? Because the tires seem to be locked. I don't know. So does that mean that's exactly where she was, or has he drug her out, like drug that vehicle up a little bit? I don't know. Not the same one. Okay, what's going on here? Come in. Oh. What the hell's this? Okay. Oh, there you go. So are they having like a safety meeting or... Okay, I'm coming over to see you guys. Pixie! Right! Okay, thank you so much. Like a little pixie. That is exactly the word I was thinking of. I live near a guy whose wife went missing. She was never found. Allegedly, she was fed to pigs. Served about 12 years, I believe. It was the first murder conviction in Scotland without a body. Oh, is that right? Is that right? Do you have a site, James? Feel free to, like, put it in here. That's very interesting to me. Oh, yeah. Okay. Doesn't she? Yeah, like, I always say like a fish. They got fish eyes. He's going to flip on the daughter and blame her for a lighter sentence. Yeah, I can see that happening. Him or her, one of them. I don't think either one of them really care about other things other than themselves. So I think it might be interesting to see which one flips first. You know, I would make like a really shitty criminal, because if the cops were coming by, came up to me and I'd done something, I would like, it's me, it was me, it was me. I'd be a shitty ass criminal. Yeah. A little look. I'll look for a clear picture of her face. Okay, okay. I don't know what smack is. Little pixie. Yeah. Okay, we've looked at this. I like her with brown hair too. Yeah. Okay, well, is that now? Looking. So, absolutely nothing new as far as those goes. Let's see if there's any more of these. Fox News. We watched that. I don't know if we looked at this. Let's see. Yep. I don't know how many times I have to look at that thing. Same one over and over. Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Well, I'd recommend you just do it. You know, I'm not in a big rush with mine. As far as, I mean, everybody wants followers, but everybody's gives the news a certain way. And I'm not willing to, you're not going to get bullshit from me. I'm going to give you what's out there as soon as I can. And I won't do the clickbait, I think they call it. So, I mean, look at you guys. You're all awesome. And you're exactly what I like in my group. You're perfect. We can all chit-chat. We all have the same interests. And I really enjoy. Okay, Jen. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you very much. So, yeah, I say do it, James. Like, if it's something you're interested in, I do this. It's got to be 16, 17 hours a day, at least. And then I also mod for No Thanks, Crime and Justice as well. But, and check them out. Sadly, I'm not getting notifications from her, and I don't know how. The bell's there, and I miss too much. Yeah, but yeah, give her a go. I think you just end up, if you're honest and you report things, be yourself. I can't pretend to be someone else. It's just like, here I am. Yeah. But I do. I enjoy every single one of you. And I like going through the comments and seeing everybody has their own perspective. And it's really, truly, you guys are really good at safety meetings or chats, I guess. You really are good at figuring out different little pieces that it's like, oh my God, wow, let's look at this, look at that. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying you guys a whole bunch. And I appreciate it. I absolutely do. I'll always try and get you. Oh, big hugs, Molly. Yeah, I'll always try and keep it straight up, and I tend to laugh when I shouldn't, so don't mind me. But yeah, I really enjoy you guys. So with that said, I thank you. And back at you. So yeah, I think I'm going to jump off. I'm going to go see what that hurricane's doing and see if I can somehow just kind of switch out that it goes to my other channel, and I'll be good to go. Cover some hurricane stuff over there because it's getting crazy, and you feel for those people because you think of all their power that's going to go and hope that everyone's safe. I agree. So yeah, I worry about them, it's just part of that's the way I'm built. So the other channel, I honestly, when I put it on this one, I lose followers. Nobody really is. No one's wanting to watch that, but that's okay too. I'll put it on my other channel and see what we can do. So yeah, I'll babble forever. So I'm going to say, have a great day, and I probably will be back. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Thanks, mods.